Right, welcome. We've got our first reviews in for Wicked. Now, we're going to take a look at them, but I want to just kind of take a look at this from a lens, all to do with the controversy as well. So, you guys know that obviously Universal has made this film. This is part 1. There's going to be a part 2. And also, you guys know, because I've done videos on it, that there's a whole host of controversy surrounding this because the lead, the one in green there, Cynthia Erivo, has come out and basically attacked fans for making a poster that made it look more like the musical version. So now, knowing all of that, off the back end of that, it's not going to surprise you that Universal held a preview screening for very selected critics and very selected social media influencers. I wonder why. Because, of course, they're trying to twist the narrative to be incredibly positive. This isn't your standard Universal screening. This is a very, very select screening. It wouldn't have gone out via like a PR company that's dealing with it, so they're just going to drop everyone. This is a very, very, very specifically selected audience for the screening. It's interesting. Right? So just view all of these reviews, these reactions, through that lens. Through the lens that Universal is battling a controversy that their lead stirred up by attacking fans of the musical for making a poster. So just, again, view it all through that lens. But anyway, we'll take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and do turn those bell notifications on. So here we have it. Drew Taylor, Wicked, is solid, sumptuously realised, occasionally quite moving. Both leads are amazing. But it also falls into some of the traps of the Disney live-action remakes that diminishes its power. Overlong, noisy, over-designed. Overall, I liked it a lot and can't wait for part 2. That is about as positive as you can get for someone that's basically saying it's got bad pacing and it's like, over-designed? What does that even mean? Interesting. But yeah, saying it's got bad pacing, not so good. That is, again, as positive as you could possibly be trying to spin that. Wicked movie is an awesome spectacle that pops and enchants on the big screen. An absolutely stunning vision. Leads, Erivo and Grande knocked it out the park. While this perhaps won't convert many anti-musical folks, genre fans and die-hard Aussians, Wickhards, will feast on this. I mean, it needs to convert people that aren't into musicals, though. Like, it does actually need to do that to be a success, because they've got part 1 and part 2, and they've spent a lot of money on it. This is one, says, one of the most perfect musical adaptations to ever exist. Wicked movie exceeded my expectations. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are a match made in cinematic musical heaven. One dance scene in particular had me so emotional. Wow! Can't wait to see it again. It's the shiz. Goodness me. Wicked is a cinematic spectacle that serves as one of the very best big screen adaptations of a Broadway musical ever. John M. Chu perfectly captures the magic of the Broadway show whilst adding in some of his own unique flourishes to the source material. This is a really long review, like social media reaction. That's quite impressive that they've been allowing this, but I guess, they're trying to spin a narrative, aren't they? Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo completely knock it out the park as Elphaba and Galinda. Jonathan Bailey is also quite phenomenal in the film. Wicked lives up to the hype and often succeeds it. Oh, and there is one scene that fans of the Broadway show are going to absolutely lose their minds over. Wicked is hands down one of the year's best films. Really? One of the year's best? Behave. Happy to confirm, Wicked is the best musical to movie adaptation since Chicago and Mamma Mia. Ariana Grande is perfection. Kept grabbing each other's arm in delight. Blah, blah, blah. Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. I wonder if there's more. I think there might be a few more here, to be honest. We'll just scroll through some of this. Here we go. This is a variety one. This role is the one Ariana Grande was born to play. It's her knack for comedic timing that makes her so memorable. Her delivery of one-liners and zingers is one of the film's highlights, potentially positioning her for the first Oscar nom. Interesting. Didn't she break up a family or something in making this movie? Pretty certain she did. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain she did. Here's one. Saw it yesterday and it was good, but not great. It's clearly a part one. They have not advertised that well. They really haven't. Arrivo is great and will likely score some major precursors like Globes and perhaps SAG, but I don't see her getting an Oscar nomination. Grande does fine with what she's given, but all the Oscar buzz is unjustified in my honest opinion. As far as techs go, I see it getting production design, costume design, and perhaps makeup. It's well crafted overall, but once again, very much a setup movie. Ooh! This is cutting through the BS. As someone who loves The Wizard of Oz and the Wicked music, I was skeptical about it. Did this need 2 films? What were those clips? I wasn't sold. And I was wrong. Wicked movie is everything cinema should be. The crafts and acting are absolutely shiz. There's a lot of people using that word, which is a bit odd. There's another one from Scott Menzel. I'm so surprised that no one has mentioned how perfectly Ariana Grande captures the spirit and energy of Kristin Chenoweth's Glinda with her performance in the film. If you close your eyes in certain spots, you would think it was Kristin Chenoweth. This is a pretty remarkable feat and showcases just how ridiculously talented Grande is. Alright then. Oh, here's another one. I just saw Wicked movie and ever since I walked out of my screening, I'm just obsessing over Ariana Grande. Alright, cool. Another one. Wicked movie is a lavish musical spectacle. Ariana Grande is a natural actress, songstress, and comedian. She steals every scene she's in. I mean, this is very, very high praise. Like, really high praise. Again, I'm call me cynical, all right, with this one. I'm going to be cynical. Just because they are combating quite a big controversy. And I say, like, quite a big controversy. I mean, it is, really. Like, she came out and attacked fans. Like, it's a weird thing to do. So, yeah. And also, again, Ariana Grande apparently allegedly split up a family because she was, like, boning this guy or something like that. I don't bloody know. Pretty mental, to be honest. So, yeah, it's not really the controversies that Universal wants. It's not the press that Universal wants on the back end of a part 1 to a part 2 movie. But anyway, what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So let me know down below. Cheers, take care. Bye-bye now.